What is going on, everybody? It's Carl here, and today we are back for another video. And today I got myself in some shenanigans. I have this snowmobile hitch here, and this is just a universal one because they don't make one specifically for my snowmobile, right? So I have this auger blade here, but it has a 1-inch diameter, and that's the exact diameter that my snowmobile handle on the back has. Since I have a shorter track, I don't have a longer tunnel, so I have nowhere to mount a hitch. So I have to use the handle that's on the back. So if you put it on here, right, as a replica, just to show you here, you know, you can see where the holes line up on the tubing itself, right? Well, I was thinking, oh, well, maybe you can see my marks here. I was thinking I could just hog out the holes the other way and, get to dead center and then put bolts through. Well, that got me thinking. I'm like, well, that's not going to be as strong because technically you're going to be pulling on the front half of the tubing. And I'm pretty certain that the tubing is hollow. I don't think it's solid aluminum. So, for strength-wise, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. So what I decided to do, I got 6 tabs here, right? So we are going to weld these on to the end, and then we're going to drill holes in each one, and then we're going to have the bolts go through. So we're going to weld them on for now, and then we'll see exactly where we need to drill that hole to get the bolts just to line up right on the bar, right on the edge of the bar, so we got the max amount of strength possible. Because this thing's gonna be towing, I want to say 600 pounds as a maximum. Now that is a lot, but I do have a 700 snowmobile, so it should be enough pulling power to pull it. We will see. I don't know how well this is going to work out, and this may be just a complete waste of time. But anyways, I still then can use my snowmobile to pull my portable ice fishing sleds anyways. So, I mean, either way, I got to put a hitch on. But we're going to see. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad pulling the 600 pounds on snow and ice. It really shouldn't be that hard to pull because, there's not a lot of friction. Yeah, I'm not going to be dragging around the yard, with no snow. But so we'll see. That's kind of my idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the welder out, and then we're going to get these tabs welded on first, and then we're going to mark where the holes need to go. I got 3 of the tabs welded on, and then I just got 1 tacked on, and I'm just finishing up these 2, getting them prepped, ready to weld on here. And once I get them welded on, then I may be doing a little trimming because obviously I don't need them this long, and I don't really need them this wide either. So once I get them welded on, we'll see what we're going to do. We got all the tabs welded on. I know it looks a little buggery. That's my bad. But even in here, it was pretty bad. It was hard to get the MIG gun in there. There's not a lot of room, so I tried my best. But, don't make fun of me, guys. Don't make fun of me. I want to see you guys do better. That's all right, though. So I'm just going to grind down the welds, because that's what we do. And then we'll see how we're going to modify everything. If I want to just keep the tabs as long as they are, if I want to cut them shorter, who knows what we're going to do yet. So let me grind it down, and then we can test fit, see where we're at, and then we'll go from there. I got all the welds ground down, so let's see how she fits. So I got the hitch fitting pretty nicely, and what I'm looking at here is I literally got to drill the next holes exactly right next to the holes they drilled. So pretty much I could have just elongated those holes, but I was going to run out of material because now we're going to go into the welded area where we welded. So yeah, I found the drill bit size that works. So I'm going to drill these, probably drill pilot holes first, and then we'll, go to the bigger bit. So I made a stop at the hardware store. So I got 6 of the right size bolts. We got 6 washers and 3 lock nuts. So that'll be all set. And then I also had to come here for something else for a different project. And then I got to make one other pit stop to my favorite store, Shields. And I got to buy something. And you'll see in a video coming up what I'm talking about. So we're back from the hardware store, and it's actually a couple days later. But I got the heater going. We're going to finish up on the hitch. I already test fitted on the snowmobile, and the holes I drilled where the bolts go work just fine. And so I just got to trim up these tabs now pretty much, so nothing's like nice, you know, nothing sharp or anything. You're not going to cut yourself. And I also realized I bought 6 bolts when I only needed 3, but that's what happens when you know, you stay up late, you know, doing these projects. You kind of forget, you know, I was just out of it and ended up buying 6 when I, you know, totally only needed 3. I just wasn't thinking. So, but yeah, let's roll on it here. I got all the tabs trimmed down and dulled on the edges, so I'm not going to hurt my fingers or anything else is going to get caught or ripped, or, you know, anybody's going to get hurt touching this, so this should be pretty good. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a nice light scuff on I think it's galvanized, so I'm going to give it a scuff so at least the paint has a chance to stick to it. The hitch is all cleaned and scuffed, and I found some self-etching primer that's the Stops Rust brand of Rust-Oleum. So we're going to spray that with this, and then I got some of the red spray paint. It should almost match my Snowmobile, but that's what I used on the welding cart. So yeah, I'm going to spray it with that red, and it should look pretty good when it's done. We got the bracket all painted and it looks pretty good. Can't wait to install it on the Snowmobile. And with that, thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know when I'll install this on my Snowmobile, as you know, this weekend I got to run to Cincinnati, and then next weekend after that is going to be you know, that's Christmas Eve on Sunday there, so you know, that weekend's busy. Probably New Year's weekend is probably going to be when I'll install it, but you know, we'll see, who knows. But I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.